This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It's a 2006 Ford F250 crew cab short bed. It's a 6.0 turbo diesel. It's 4-wheel drive. It's a Lariat, which is leather, and it's an FX4 off-road suspension package, which is Rancho suspension installed at the Ford factory. This truck has 137,500 miles on it. It was a repo from a credit union in Las Vegas. Has 137,000 miles on the truck. Has 83,000 miles on a just yesterday bulletproof motor. We do an inspection when we get them here, about a 2-hour inspection. This is what it looks like, and it had a miss in number 1, and we thought it was an injector. The code said it was an injector. We replaced that, and it still had a miss. Then we did a compression test on number 1, and it was 50 pounds low. And so, do we fix the motor, or do we just get a lower mile used one and bulletproof it and then install it, which is what we chose to do. So we bought a 83,000 mile used motor, and we verified that with the VIN against Carfax. In 3 of 16, that motor had 80,000 miles. And Best Salvage sold it to us with 83,000 miles, so it is an 83,000 mile motor. When we got it, before we installed it, we compression tested. It did great. And then we installed the bulletproof EGR cooler, the Ford oil cooler, and an IPR that comes with the coolant, Rotella oil and filter, all the fuel filters, gaskets, etc. Then we did a serpentine belt, and it got the rail fuel pump, which is on this side. The fuel pump is new. What else? And we fixed a tear in the driver's seat. These things that come from Vegas are always great looking vehicles. Vehicles that come from like San Francisco Bay Area, Van Nuys, California area, and Las Vegas always look great. And whoever got this vehicle repoed decided they'd buy tires right before they got repoed. What they should have done is probably gotten the motor fixed, and then they would have wanted to make payments, or not bought tires. But buying tires was the wrong thing to do, which is probably why they got repoed, because they don't make good decisions. Anyway, the tires, I would say, are probably 80 or 90% tread. This is a really pretty truck. Really, really pretty. I think I found one ding on the truck on the driver bedside near the gas door. Other than that, I didn't see anything. I walked around this thing. The goal of these videos is not to sell the truck. The truck will sell itself. 500 to 1,000 people a day will see this video, see our ad, and they will buy the truck. So the real point of these videos is to make sure that the right person buys the truck, that they understand what they're buying, and everything that we know about it, they know about it. So there's no deception here. In fact, deception is absolutely the wrong thing to do. For an internet car dealership, you have to be 100% above board. And when you do that, you're successful, like we are. People are happy, we're happy, everything works out. If you're familiar with the bulletproofing process of these motors, the EGR is the weakness on a 6.0. Since we had the motor out, we could have just installed the motor and saved ourselves several hours and about $1,500 in parts. But we decided, since we're got a beautiful truck in front of us, we might as well just do it right. So we did. 137,584 miles on it now. There we go. All right. People always want to see this, the Kelley Blue Book. We get down here where it's less glare. So you've got 137,501. Suggested retail price is $19,731. That'd be on a 137,000 mile motor. This is an 83,000 mile motor that's been bulletproof. So this thing is quite exceptional, really. So I don't think that Kelley has anything to do with what it's really worth. But we still show it to people. This is the VIN for the motor that went in. We also, I forgot, my guys also, when we had the motor out, we steamed the frame. And the motor and everything, the front end, it just got completely steamed, so it's very clean too. well as a great motor in it. Yikes. That would be me trying to break my phone. Alright. First things first, we're going to look at blow by. Obviously there should be 0. And there is 0. And if there wasn't 0, I would be pissed. So that's perfect. Alright, there's your Ford stamp there where it belongs. Should be another Ford stamp there. And there is. Catalytic converter. Got a sinister coolant system there. Let's see. There's the Ford stamp there, and there should be another one right there, which there is. So all these parts at the front end are original. The way you know that is that if people wreck these things, they don't put Ford parts back on because they're way too expensive. They just buy aftermarket stuff. So those Ford stamps on the core support and on the fenders are important to see. There's your window up and down. That's the passenger rear window. This thing is pretty, really pretty truck. Boy. It's got some weather guard mats in the back. There's your passenger front window, door locks. Alright. There's your heated seat on and off. Seat back. Seat forward, seat down, seat up. There you go. Rear tilt down and up, front up and down. So the seat works great and quick. So the motors are good in the seats. Seats look like they're in excellent shape. The passenger seat looks great. There's a manual. Let's see. What do we got here? We got a little remote for your Jensen stereo. That all looks good. This truck will not be around long. Low mile motor. It looks like a 40 or 50,000 mile truck, if that. I mean, you could, cosmetically, you could pass this thing off in a heartbeat for being 20 or 30. I mean, it's that clean. You know, it's got an 83,000 mile motor in it, so a little bit of a freak show. I would say it's worth every dime if you plan on keeping this truck for 3 to 5 years at least. Then it doesn't really matter what you pay for it, because you've already got a bulletproof PGR cooler and the Ford oil cooler and tires and the whole bit. You don't really need to do anything here. On, that's off. There you go. See forward, back, up, down, tilt up, tilt down, tilt up, and down. See, it works fine. Let's see, where did we do the repair? Gosh, must have been really minor, because oh, you know what? This looks like a new panel right here. That is a new panel. So that's the piece that was fixed. Weather guard mats on both sides. There's your power pedals down, up. There you go. Alright, hop in here. Man, it's still hot. Alright, seatbelt on. Seat back up. Alright, here's your air conditioning. I can tell you right now it's blowing ice cold. Temperature up. Using the air controls. Let's do these now. Now we're doing the steering controls. Fan up and down. Temperature up and down. That works fine. Turn the fan down so you can hear me a little better.
Y'all playing basketball. Get me on the court and I'm troubled. Last week messed around and got a triple-double. Freaking brothers every way like MJ. I can't believe.
I don't know how to work that thing, so I'm not even gonna bother. Alright, there's it's a radio. Stereo, whatever. It looks pretty nice, but I don't know. Alright, there's tow haul on and off. We're gonna do a systems check. This truck Trucks are sitting here running. We usually get them to run for a half hour or an hour before I do the video, so these are all warm readings. And it's about 100 degrees and humid and nasty, so can't get any more difficult on a system than this. All right, there. Oh, I already did that. All right, now all your trailer stuff. All right, now I'm gonna put it in neutral. We go back to 4 low. There's 4 low. Drive. And reverse and 4 low. I like having the floor shifter, by the way. You don't have to buy actuators when they go out. Neutral. All right, let's go up to 4 high. There's 4 high. Drive. There you go. You can go speed it there. And reverse and 4 high. Boom. All right, now neutral. Let's go back to 2-wheel drive, and we're going. All right, beautiful truck. If you come here to drive it home, which you're welcome to do, this thing needs nothing but fuel. Tires are great. It's got a nice spare. It's a beautiful truck, bulletproofed. It's good to go. If you come to Tucson to drive it home, you will pay tax and dock fees. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is, and then a $250 dock fee. So if you come here, you will pay a $250 dock fee. You will pay your state tax rate plus our city tax rate of 2%. Very simple. If you pay by wire and ship, all you're going to pay is the agreed upon price, and that's it. Once we receive your wire, we will fill out the title with your name or company's name. We'll notarize it, sign it off to you, scan it in your online file, and mail it to you. We even scan in the envelope we mail it in. Boy, this thing is bad. Oh, I love this truck. Let's see. What else? Deposit. Deposit's $500. Once you receive your deposit, it will no longer be for sale, and we will put your name and a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com, and you'll know it's yours. Until then, it's for sale. Please get your deposit in. This truck, I mean, it's going to be a sleeper in a way because it'll be advertised with 137,000 miles. It'll be bulletproof in the ad on the headline, but people will have to actually watch the video and read the ad to see that it's an 83,000 mile motor in this truck. But once they find that out, the word will spread. And so I would say it's going to be pretty quick. So please make sure that when you make your deposit, that when we agreed on a price, that you're ready to make your deposit. Okay, we've had a couple simultaneous offers come in lately, and the person who slows with the deposit doesn't get it, and then they're pissed for some reason, like we're in charge of getting their deposit, you know, punched into the computer. Anyhow, just be ready. Last part of the speech is the warranty speech. It still is 137,000 mile 06. Something will break eventually. Now, the motor should not be part of what could break, but you never know. We didn't do the injectors, okay? It was an 83,000 mile motor, and the injectors in these are usually very good, and the compression test and all the scanning said they were fine. But you never know. You don't know. So if there's something broken the day you get it, you are going to write your own check for it. We are not paying for it. If we knew what was going to happen to every vehicle we bought, every vehicle we repaired, and what was going to happen for, you know, the first 5 minutes of owning it or after repairing it, we'd be rich. I'd be Donald Trump. I would just go buy for all the new car dealerships, and I would avoid every bad car, and I'd be famous. Okay? I'm not Nostradamus. We give you tons of information. We tell you everything we know, but at the end of the day, there's still some risk. We cannot remove the risk. If you want risk-free, you got to go buy a brand new truck. And a brand new Lariat like this is right between like 55 and 65,000, which is insane, by the way. So that's the truth. We don't want anyone who can't accept some risk and doesn't realize that, you know, they might have to write a check the day they get it to get something fixed. If they don't realize that, then we don't want them. Okay, this is for big boys and girls. This is a hell of a truck. I wouldn't worry about it, but you never know. All right. Anyway, please look at all the pictures. There'll be a gallery with 60 to 80 pictures. There's a little magnifying glass you can click on to zoom in. It's pretty cool. The title will be in the ad. Everything we know is there. Thank you for your time.